Hello, how are you? I hope your day is great. We're starting week 2. And if you've noticed, it's not really that hard. I'm not asking you to come in here and work out every day, really, really hard exercises. What I'm teaching you is things that you can do yourself. Once you're taught these basic things, you'll be able to do these things yourself. Today, I'm going to review over uh, the toothbrush routine that I taught you last week. So we were doing our side leg lifts, keeping the toe down. We're doing our little kickbacks. See, I don't go before, and we're squeezing. But I had done where we were going into first position and we had done calf raises. But what I was noticing for myself was that it was hurting right here, right in my popliteus. And I don't know about you, but I had never heard of a popliteus muscle before. When I first started with Beachbody last year, I could barely walk, and the only thing that I could do on the whole Beachbody On Demand workout was the Tai Chi, actually Tai Chang from Dr. Chang. And when Dr. Chang was doing the neuro reset, he talked about, we were foam rolling, he talked about the popliteus muscle. I thought he made it up. I really did, because I had never heard of it. I was a massage therapist. I've been studying my physical body for so long, trying to heal myself, and I had never heard of the popliteus muscle. So he taught me about that, and he showed me different exercises that helped heal my popliteus muscle. So when I do something that aggravates it, I say forget that, because there's no reason to do it. When I talk to my students, guess what? It was aggravating theirs too. So you know what we do? We stop doing that and we find something else. So instead of 20 reps of doing calf raises, all you're gonna do is stand. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see how tight I'm squeezing my butt. Okay, so this is just a normal. Now I'm gonna squeeze it, ready? Boop. See how it just pops up there? Nice and round. That's what you wanna do. But just because I'm squeezing my bottom tight, my knees are not locked out. I didn't go boop with my knees. My knees are still soft, bottom is still tucked, and I'm squeezing. So for that 20 counts, you're just squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. I try to tell my clients, you got $100 bill stuck between your butt cheek and it's windy outside. Squeeze it tight, don't let anything. So again, 20 on one side, 20 on the other, kickbacks 20, hold for 20. That's going to be about 2 minutes long, okay? Do that morning and night, brushing your teeth. What we're focusing on is just building that nice round bottom while we're brushing our teeth. Come on, we all brush our teeth, hopefully, at least once a day. Be best if you did twice a day, okay? So that's our quick review. Now, I'm going to teach you some basic things today, basic stretches. I'm going to use a pole, but you can use a doorway. You're going to go up to the doorway and you're going to have an L arm, okay? When you go to that doorway, you're going to press your hand into that doorway. The back leg is going to be turned facing the direction that you're going to be turning your hip. The front leg, the one that's the same side as the arm that's up, is facing the opposite right here, going right in front of us, okay? I'm pressing into the wall, door, pole for my thing, and I'm twisting this way. The more I press into this pole, the more I'm going to feel this stretch. Now, play around. Find your sweet spot. Find where it really feels that stretch. The action comes not really from the twist. The twist is small. The action comes from the press of the arm as you're pushing your chest up. Elbow comes forward slightly, but if I'm not pressing into the pole, watch what happens to my elbow. See how it goes this way? That's not the stretch that we're looking for right now. That's not what we're doing. We're here pressing, and you should feel a nice stretch going from your tricep all the way down your back and side. Yes, I've got to do the other side. So you're going to start off with just your little L arm. Okay, taking that back leg, turning it, front leg's forward, and you're just turning slightly. Want to know where else I like to feel this here? It goes across the chest. You know, takes it deep. Raise the arm up just a little bit, and you're going to take it even deeper across the top part of the chest here. Goes down underneath a little. So you see that you can take a wall, in my case a pole, and stretch. Who needs this? If you work on a computer, your head down, doing this kind of stuff, or most of us looking at our phone, your neck is in this position. So this is what happens. Look at my shoulders. See how they're rounded? Well, all of a sudden, these chest muscles become weak. And these muscles over here just start being overworked. So we have to stretch out the chest muscles, get them up tall to help bring the head up to the proper position. So when I reach up here and I stretch with a straight arm, again, doing this in your doorway, you're going to feel a stretch. This time it goes down from the elbow to your hands. Also really good if you're typing. If you take and press more of the pinky down and the thumbs going backwards and pushing that elbow forward, you're really going to open up that chest. Look up just a little. And relax. Very simple, very easy. Straight arm in your doorway. You're pressing. See how I'm taking and I'm turning my hips just a little and pressing. Good. Other way that you can open it up is by grabbing behind you, pressing the arm back. See, I still keep them, I don't lock out my joints. Okay, so I have soft elbows still, but my arms behind me, and then when I lift it up, I can get a stretch there. This one's not as deep. That's why I really like having my arm on a straight surface and pushing into that. So I don't know if somebody's here. I'm sure they'll knock on the door if they are. I hear my dog barking. Most of us don't have a pole. So if you happen to have a pole, which would be great, if not, you can take this to a desk. You have your hands on the back of a desk, top of the desk, countertop, and you just kind of hang out here. I'm listening to see if somebody's walking in my house. I guess they're across the street. That's what a live video does. So with that back flat, now I'm going to pull back, feel that stretch. I'm going to go side to side. See, I do know that there's a couple of my followers that have poles, and they're amazing. I recommend a pole, really do. If you have a partner, I'm sure they won't mind. For some strange reason, when you do something, look, I can do the same exercise, the stretch, without the pole. See? I like the pole because I can get added benefit from it. I can pull away from it as I squeeze my elbows in tight and I look up. Now I'm going to take this into my cat. All I'm doing is rounding my back. I have soft knees, pushing my hips forward. My ears are between my arms. And I'm going to round it to my cow and look up. You see how, I'm really trying to get that arch in my back. Now I'm really taking it out, tucking it under, tuck, tuck, tuck. Last cow. Now you're going to just go into a forward fold, which all that means is you're just hanging down forward. See, pretty basic. As we're here, make sure your knees are soft. Don't let the knees lock out. That's how you pass out, okay? Don't lock out so you don't pass out. Okay, when we're going to come up, we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. I'm letting my arms hang. Just let them hang, 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 hang. And right when I get to about right here, when I'm going to have to start bringing my head up, I'm going to bring my shoulders up to my ears and roll the shoulders back and down to help assist bringing the head up. Good. That feels amazing. You should do your forward fold at least, bare minimum, 3 times a day. When you're putting your shoes on is a good time to do it. Okay? You just forward fold down and you tie your shoes, get them adjusted. But when you're coming back up, do that real slow. Hang and roll up to come up. There's something on the floor you want to pick up. Same thing. Bend forward. You want to have those soft knees straight back as you go down. Grab what you want, but again, roll it up and roll the shoulders to bring the head up. The reason why I like to do a forward fold several times, I'm doing it throughout the day. It stretches your hamstring, the back of your legs, okay? It's releasing and stretching out right here in this low back. When we are rolling up slowly, one vertebrae at a time, so your vertebrae like to stack on top of one another, especially when we've been sitting. So you're supposed to have space between those vertebrae. And when they're all pushing down and all compacted, it's uncomfortable. So when we're in that forward fold, we're given all this space. If we just immediately come up, we can crunch things down and it's uncomfortable. So as we're slowly coming up, you got this space and you're stacking it up on top of each other and you're giving more space. So you come up tall. When you're bringing that head up, you don't want just to bring it up. It's heavy, okay? Your head's heavy. Believe me, you don't want to strain your neck muscles. So by rolling the shoulders up and then rolling them back and down, that's going to naturally bring your head up without causing injury. I'm all about no pain. Okay? So for the legless, for our toothbrush, it's causing me pain. I will find something different. If I demonstrate an exercise and you've truly tried it with my cues and you're still having discomfort, reach out to me, because I'm sure that if I see a little clip of video of you doing the exercise, I can probably help you correct the form, or we can come up with another exercise for you. I'm teaching you how you are in control of the things you do. Now, we're going to do basic little squats. Okay? I've had many knee problems. A lot of them coming from a broken bone that's in my foot, which makes me walk on the side of my foot, which makes the ankle go, then the knee, then of course that makes the hips and the low back. So I have to really focus on proper form. When I'm doing my squats, I'm going down, I'm making sure that I can always see my big toes. When I'm in this sumo squat, even though I'm not down low right now, I'm wide. My knees are pressing back and I can see my toes. When I can't see my toes, my knees are relaxed. This looks normal. This is how most of us do these squats. But when you're doing this, you're putting pressure right here on this part of your knee. Not good. Press it back. Now you're engaging your complete quadricep. These muscles right here, these big old daddies here, to hold the knee in place. When you release it, now they're not engaged as much. That's why most of us do it, because it's easier to let the knees go. By pressing them open where I can see my toes, my big toes, that's harder. It's engaging these quads. So now I don't have to do as much exercise because my quads are already working. I can do small little pulses. I can rock back and forth. I can do these things and not injure my knees. That's what's important. All the time, building strong legs. My glutes are tucked and under and tight. I can rock back and forth. See? But it's all about keeping that form. When I turn my feet forward and we're doing squats this way, I go forward, not good. So what you have to do, turn sideways so you can see. When your feet are flat and you're going back, you have to stick your butt backwards. I tell my clients, I'm teaching you how to pee in the woods. So you are here and your butt goes as far back as you can. You want to keep the knee over the ankle, not over the toes. So the knees bend, but it's more about projecting you backwards and not forward with your legs. Come up, let's do 2 more. Sit back. See, the further you get that butt back, for us ladies, if you gotta pee in the woods, or hey, even if you're at Walmart, you're not gonna sit down on that toilet, you gotta work. You gotta push that butt back. Come up. Let's work on our last one, come on. I have several of my older THB dance fitness students that used to like that I could help them so they didn't have to hold on to the railing when they went to the bathroom. It's these little things in life that are important, you know? And then come up. Those basic squats, changing those little things about proper form gives you 2 things. 1, you're not going to get injured. 2, you don't have to do so many reps because the muscles are truly being engaged and you're working them like you're supposed to. Okay, recap. Wide stance when the toes are turned out. When you go down, back stays straight. You don't lean forward. Okay, if you're leaning forward when you're going down like this, you've got to really push the butt back. Most of the time when we're doing these sumo squats, you're going to be straight up because you want those knees to be able to push back. Push them back. Most of the weight is on the outside blade of the foot where the pinky toe's at, not on the big toe. You put that weight on that big toe, the knees roll in. Push it out. It opens the hips up. Okay? When the feet are together or facing forward, your butt projects backwards for your squat. Again, my weight is not on the front of my foot. It's more on the back. I can lift my toes when I'm sitting in the squat. Okay? Basic, simple little things. All right, last thing we're going to do. I'm going to help you with your balance. If you watched my video on Friday, we did some balancing out by some blue bonnets. So I'm going to pick my foot up. Very simple, right? It's not touching on the floor. Now pick it up a little higher. Now sit back. Just small. Pushing that butt back, feeling that stretch in that hip. Now, why do I like to teach balance? Well, 1, it makes the foot move like this. And so all the little muscles in the foot have to work and engage. Other thing, it's great core work. How many times have you seen me on the floor doing crunches? Not much. Do I believe that crunches are good? I have fun with them. Do I think it's the only way to get abs? Absolutely not. Okay? The way that I get abs, pulling that transverse muscle in that wraps around like a girdle and doing lots of stability work, working on my balance. I sit back, really feeling that stretch. And yes, I'm in regular everyday clothes right now because I want you to see that just because you're not in workout clothes, you can still do some basic little workouts, okay? Small little things that you can do at your office or home that you don't have to get dressed for. I know about trying to get dressed for working out. It's a mindset of, oh, I can't work out today because I'm not in my workout clothes. No. I want you to think about the club days. You didn't wear workout clothes to go out to a club. But if you're like me, you were out on that dance floor, you were getting a workout. So whatever you wear, just find what you can do in it. Of course, yeah, ladies, if you're in a dress, I don't recommend, legs wide open, but who knows if that's what you want to do. But you know what you can do in the clothes that you're wearing. I'm just demonstrating that blue jeans, regular shirts, boots, you can still do basic things. Stretching is one. I'm going to end with one of my favorite stretches, and it's so simple. And I really like doing this one out in the sun. I like to just face the sun, and I open up my arms and look up to the sky, lift my chin up. The key is the pinkies going up to the sky, up to the ceiling, and the thumbs going down towards the ground. You have soft knees. And then pull the hands back a little bit further. Now take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. When you exhale, pull the arms back just a little bit further. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull it back. Make sure your shoulders are not up to your ears. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull back last time. You're going to flip the hands and let them fall down. So I'm going to show you something real quick about bringing the arms down. You're going to notice that a lot of times that I have my hands in a certain way. I want you to go ahead and feel it. You have your palms up to the ceiling and lower your arms down. See how that feels. Now bring your arms up and lower them down this way. If you notice that when your hands are facing down, see how my elbows are soft? You want to keep them soft. We don't lock out our arms. Even if my arms are straight, they're not going to be locked out. I'm going to have a soft bend in them. But I like a natural little bend in my elbows. So whenever my arms come down, it's just natural. It's right in that natural socket. Once I flip them and I bring them down like this, that's a little harder. It's actually a stretch. You feel it here, but that's with purpose. I'm only going to do that type of movement with purpose, that I'm purposely doing this. But if I'm bringing my arms down, most of the time, you're going to notice that my hands are going to be facing the floor. So if I go deep breath in and exhale down, deep breath in, and let's say if we go exhale down, then flip. So if you notice that when you're going up and you're bringing the arms down, that they're coming like this, just right here, because that feels fine. That's going to work right into your shoulder. You're not going to have any problem. If you try to do it like this, that doesn't feel comfortable. So when you're bringing the arms down here, just flip them and down. Doesn't that look elegant? Just bring them up and down. Good. Also, if you notice, I move through my fingertips also. So my hands are up as I'm floating down, floating down, floating down. See how they're here? And then relax. So look at my hands. They go up, and then when they're up at the top, the fingertips are reaching up. As they're coming down, see the hands, how they kind of are bent in, and then down. Good. Well, I hope that you had a little information. I hope you got up and moved just a little. I know that this is not a bunch of working out. This is more about teaching you and gradually building on things. Tomorrow I will be doing 2 of my THB dance fitness routines. So probably won't be able to do those in the office. Who knows? I don't know where you work. But these routines are going to be, first, I'll demonstrate without the music, and then you'll have all the cues for it, and then we're going to do the 2 routines with the songs. We're going to do the 2 routines with the songs 2 times each. You're going to get the cardio up, okay? I'm going to do that twice a week maybe, where we're actually doing nonstop exercising, we're moving. The other time, it's about teaching you technique, because I'm not always going to be here. You're not always going to be able to listen to what I'm instructing, or even finding an instructor who actually knows what they're doing, okay? I'm here to teach you how not to get injured, how to protect yourself, and how to move in a way that your body was meant to move. I'll talk to you tomorrow. See you later. Bye.